minute and slather them in butter, ma'am. That's it. You guys are really going to have a great time with this next act because he's very, very funny and actually happens to be a very good friend of mine as well. Please welcome Doug Kehoe.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Paula. I should explain something right at the beginning here because I think it's very important that you people know this about me. I'm an idiot. Thank you very much. Oh, hold your applause. I used to say I'm a stupid idiot, but then a friend of mine said, that's redundant. And I said, oh yeah, what's that mean? He said, don't worry about it, man. You're a stupid idiot. I said, thank you. I used to ask if there were other idiots in a room because I don't like to be the only one. But anytime I would ask that question, people would start pointing to other people at the table. Hey, I'm fine, but I'm sitting next to an idiot. Well, why are you doing that? I like to watch the things he does. Idiots can be very entertaining. Sometimes I'd ask this question, about 10 minutes later, somebody in the back of the room would go, over here, man, I'm sorry, I didn't understand the question. Hey, don't worry about it, you're an idiot. Actually, I always know there's going to be some idiots in the room. I mean, it stands to reason. Did you know that statistically speaking, 14% of the world are idiots? 14%. So you got 100 people in a room, that's 10, 11 idiots right there. Yeah. Easily. Some people are thinking, oh boy, a math joke. Other people are thinking, wouldn't it be more like 8 or 9? People like me are thinking, what's a percentage? I'll tell you something, I'm accepting the fact that I'm an idiot a whole lot better lately because I've started going to Idiots Anonymous, which is just great. Now I stand in front of a group of people, I say, hi, I'm Doug, I'm an idiot. And they say, hi, Bob. And I feel so comfortable with those folks. Some of you people are probably thinking, I would love to play along with all this, but I am not so sure if I'm an idiot or not. And don't worry about that, because it's not easy to judge yourself that way. But we can do a little test up here, and hopefully halfway through the test, you'll say, hey, I'm an idiot, thanks. The true test of being an idiot is not whether you do stupid things, it's whether you try to cover up for the dumb things that you do. You know, let's face it, once you start taking time out of your day to cover up for yourself, you're an idiot. Good example, you ever come out of your house in the morning on your way to work, or on your way to school, or on your way to France, wherever. As you're walking towards your car, you realize that you forgot something in the house. If you're really stupid, your clothes, something like that. Oh, for goodness sakes, I'm naked. So you pull one of these numbers, you walk out to the car. As you realize you've forgotten something, you go, and you walk back into the house, right? Now, do you know why you go like this? You think you'd look like an idiot if you went like this. Your neighbors would be out there going, there he goes again, Margaret, look at that boy. Boy's an idiot. Keep him away from our daughter. He is thick as a post. There's been talk of animals up here. I'll tell you, animals, they're usually not idiots. And that's because they live such a non-complicated life. Animals are very, very basic, and it seems to be working for them. They do not have the emotional problems that we do. I mean, rarely do you see a dog sitting on a curb with his head in his paws, crying his eyes out. I don't know how to be a happy dog anymore. Another dog walks over and says, here's a book I've been reading, maybe it'll help you. I like to use the expressions of animals quite often. I'll teach you a game that any of you could play. You could start playing it tonight. I call it recreational barking. All you need is a grocery store, fairly good-sized grocery store. Has to be open 24 hours. I'll go there about 3 o'clock in the morning. It's dead quiet in the store at that time. So quiet you could hear a dog bark. Do you know what I mean? I'll go way to the back of the store. I'll wait for the coast to be clear, which isn't too tough at 3 o'clock in the morning. If there is someone back there, I'll say, hey, you want to get out of the way? I'm going to do some barking. Shh, they're gone. Which is very convenient because they leave their groceries. I said, that's all the stuff I needed right there in that cart. I'll get back there. I'll take a couple deep breaths. I'll go, clerks come running with brooms looking for that dog. I'll go, he's a big old dog. He went right around the corner and down that aisle. They run that way. I run to another part of the store, start barking again, and the game has begun. And I run and bark, and they chase. It's up and down the aisles for like 20, 30 minutes till they finally catch up to me. And I'll tell you, when they do, they're never having as good a time as I am. I'm having a ball here, folks, and they are ticked. Sometimes I think that it's not that I'm an idiot, it's just that I'm confused. Honestly, I mean, I'll find myself confused so often some days. I'll be walking down the street, I'll just stop, and I'll think, I have no idea what's going on. Do you ever get that way? I feel like the whole world is completely beyond my understanding. Sometimes I get so confused, I'll be walking down the street, I almost panic. I just want to stop somebody and say, hey man, do you know what's going on? But I never do that because I'm just terrified the guy will say, yes I do, but I'm not supposed to tell you. That would be very bad. For a long time, I thought I was confused because I'm an only child. And my sister said, God, you're an idiot. How could you possibly be this stupid? Well, I'm sorry. Confusion comes from the family. There's no doubt about it. If you're confused, chances are your parents were confused, your grandparents were confused, and so on and so on, and Scooby-Dooby-Doo. My father used to confuse and frighten me with poetry when I was a little kid. People are thinking, boy, there's an abuse you don't often hear of, poetry abuse. My dad is a little Irishman. I don't know where he got these poems or why he would spring them on me. I would be minding my own business. My father would walk in the living room and say things to me like, hey, Doug, the boy stood on the burning deck and his feet were full of blisters. He tore his pants on a rusty nail and now he wears his sister's. What the hell are you talking about? I'm going to go outside till I'm 18. Things like Halloween were confusing, my goodness sakes. I was 5 years old the first time Halloween came by that I can remember. I had never heard of Halloween before in my life. I think it's a normal evening. I eat my dinner, finish all my vegetables because I'm a good little kid. After dinner, for no apparent reason at all that I could see, my parents take me into the back bedroom, dress me up to look like a chicken. I'm thinking, this is cause for alarm. In a beak. My father shoves a bag under my wing, says, go get candy from the neighbors. I'm thinking they're going to jail for this. Yeah. This has got to be against the law, even in California. Yeah. And it's not like they needed candy. They had a whole bowl of candy sitting right by the front door. Yeah. They had more candy than they'd ever had in that house. End of the evening, I'm saying, I'll tell you what, how about the two of you wait here and I go get a cop, all right? Something wrong with this house, and I think you're in on it. The things we heard as kids. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. He was an egg, for God's sakes. How are you going to put an egg back together again? They're asking horses to do it. What sort of managerial decision was that? We're having no luck here, sir. All right, get out of the way, man. Get all the horses over here. Come on. All the king's horses. Give them a shot. Horses have to be sitting there thinking, this is stupid. We don't even have thumbs, man. This is a hook, you idiot. That's an egg. I want to see the union rep immediately. Remember this one? You bad little kittens, you've lost your mittens. Now you shall have no pie. Hey, there's a hell of a threat to a cat, huh? No pie. There's going to be a riot in Cat Town tonight. Certainly things are getting torched. Why are you guys so upset? They took our pie away from us, man. Oh, what could they have been thinking? Cats don't eat pie. I'll tell you something, though. Cat food might as well be pie for the flavors you see in the stores and the commercials on TV. There's one commercial that drives me nuts. Flavors that cats naturally crave, like beef, liver, chicken. How does a cat naturally crave beef? I'm a confessed idiot, and I know that's wrong. Well, cats don't naturally crave beef. If it's going to be flavors that cats naturally crave, it should be things like mouse, sparrow, housefly, moth, summertime flavors like crickets and lizards. But beef? When is the last time anybody in this room saw a cat ripping across a field and taking down a cow? Right? Boom. Man. You'd be out there going, my God, that was violent. Now, yes, but it's part of nature. You see, the cat naturally craves the cow and is therefore designed to take it down like that. And it's a good thing they don't, because if they did, you'd open the door on Sunday morning to get the paper. There'd be the cat out there, a big cow in its mouth going, oh God, it brought home another cow.